Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
How did you find?
Good work.
Thank you so much for this film. It's one of the best films I've seen this year easily. It's tremendous, and I'm sure Elgin's gonna tell you this or has already told you this. I want to start off by asking you about the film's littered with moments of spirituality. Sometimes it's overt spirituality, and other times when you speak to divers, climbers, spiritual experience for them as well. I want to ask you, the both of you, how important was spirituality uh, in this film and representing it through the lens of Thai culture?
Well, thank you first for your compliments, and Billy and some of our Thai actors, especially from the northern region, were very important to me in coming to understand the spirituality of that region and its impact on the story. But interestingly, I became aware of it very early on, not talking to Thai people, but talking to the Western divers who said, I'm not very religious. That's not what I necessarily believe, but the spirituality was very palpable. And, many of us felt that it may have influenced things. We can't argue against that possibility. And then I began reading about the region, just doing my own research. And of course, I began to recognize that mountain was a special mountain and the mythology of it had deep meaning, but that those kinds of myths and belief systems exist throughout the region with different mountains. And this was her own discrete story, the princess Nang Nong. So I then began to go to the actors and Billy and say, I need to know more about this because this is very relevant and this can't be overlooked in this story, but I need to understand it so that I can convey it. And very helpful, especially Ploy Petricorn, who plays the mother, Wamholm. She was very helpful. The idea of the brace, the bracelets, and many of these ideas and the prayers, they were able to explain this to me and help me dramatize it. But a lot of it was left to Billy too.
Thank you. So I think one common thing between Thai culture and Indian culture is that we both are really spiritual and we pay respect to the nature. And I think in the regional area of Thailand, especially in the north, in the story of Princess Nang Non, actually it came out as a respect for the nature and surrounding at that around that area. So I think to portray this correctly and include the other artifact of the culture, such as the dialect itself, and also showing the belief which include Buddhism and also Brahminism and also animism in the regional area, helped making the world building of this film much more convincing. And that is the thing that we really need to focus on to make this world not only about the rescue mission of the cave, but about the surrounding and about the community around it as well.
It comes across, and Mr. Howard, you said something very interesting about learning new things about this incident during your research, and I was surprised at how much, because I felt I've been following the case when it happened. I was surprised how much I didn't know when I was watching the film, and especially when you're making a film that's based on a true incident, there's a very fine line to cross between how much you assume that the audience knows and how much you want to tell them. Was that something that you worked on?
The screenplay by William Manchester was so well researched before I ever became involved that I was blown away by how much I didn't know about the story when I read the script. And then I said, "Are you making these things up? Is this true?" And the research proved that it was true. Now, my curiosity and kind of humanistic approach to these kinds of true stories drove me to continue that research. And so for the next 9 months, 10 months before we started shooting, there was a lot of conversation and a lot of exploration to try to deepen that and offer audiences insights, and look, surprises in a movie, that's very entertaining. It's engrossing. So I love the themes of this story, of the world coming together and making a miracle possible, making it happen. I wanted to look at that, but of course I'm making this is a scripted film. I hope it's very entertaining for people, riveting and engrossing, and I found all of these aspects to offer that kind of entertainment value.
Mr. Howard, Billy, I think that's my time. I'll leave you with my best wishes for the award season. Thank you so much. This is one of your finest films, and I say this as a fan. This is one of your finest films. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It makes me feel great. Thank you.